Lesson 13.
Hi everybody, John here. Thanks for tuning into Lucky Lesson number 13 in our VoiceOver Lessons for Beginners series. Now that new voice you just heard doing the lesson ID is our very first guest in the series, my friend Kathleen, who's going to help demonstrate some concepts in this lesson. Hi Kathleen, thanks for helping out.
Hey, John. Good to see you.
So you all comfortable and ready to go in there?
I am.
Okay, don't go anywhere and we'll be right back to you.
Sounds good.
In Lesson 12, we covered 7 tips for better home auditions. And in this lesson, I want to take a closer look at one of those tips, which has to do with submitting multiple takes. A long time ago, I got a piece of advice from one of my coaches who said that when you do more than one take for an audition, make sure those extra takes are truly different from the first and not, as they put it, the same thing but better. So let's start to explore this idea by asking Kathleen to read a piece of dummy audition copy that I wrote. And for this script, we're assuming we've only been given one direction in the audition specs, which is friendly and conversational. All right, Kathleen, take it away.
Don't take a chance on losing your important documents. With Microsoft OneDrive, your data is backed up automatically, so you and your stressed out boss can rest easy.
Okay, excellent. That's a great take one. Now, to first demonstrate what my coach was advising us to avoid, give me a second take of the same idea, same character, same direction, same attitude, just a different line reading. And this will be our take 2.
Don't take a chance on losing your important documents. With Microsoft OneDrive, your data is backed up automatically, so you and your stressed out boss can rest easy.
Perfect. Let's listen to both takes again, back to back.
Don't take a chance on losing your important documents. With Microsoft OneDrive, your data is backed up automatically, so you and your stressed out boss can rest easy. Don't take a chance on losing your important documents. With Microsoft OneDrive, your data is backed up automatically, so you and your stressed out boss can rest easy.
So you can hear that even though the 2 readings had slightly different inflections and tempo, etc., they were essentially the same idea. Same basic attitude, same basic character. So this set of takes probably wouldn't be very impressive for an audition. However, and this is important to note, if you're recording an actual job, you may very well be asked to provide multiple variations of the same direction for the client to choose from. So the ability to provide variations on a theme is definitely a valuable skill you'll want to work on. Okay, Kathleen, for take 3, keeping in mind your first read, let's do a more significant variation on the same direction, but not so far away that it doesn't make sense for the spot. So how about calm, confident, reassuring, somewhere in that ballpark?
Okay. Don't take a chance on losing your important documents. With Microsoft OneDrive, your data is backed up automatically, so you and your stressed out boss can rest easy.
Okay, that's another great take. Now let's listen to takes 1 and 3 back to back.
Don't take a chance on losing your important documents. With Microsoft OneDrive, your data is backed up automatically, so you and your stressed out boss can rest easy. Don't take a chance on losing your important documents. With Microsoft OneDrive, your data is backed up automatically, so you and your stressed out boss can rest easy.
You can hear that take 3 is definitely a different approach, but it still works for the piece. So Kathleen has given the client a couple good options to listen to. And keep in mind, we took it upon ourselves to come up with that second direction. It wasn't given to us. A lot of auditions will only provide you with one direction, and a lot more these days don't provide any direction at all. So you'll be making these sorts of choices a lot. Okay, now I'm going to give Kathleen a different script, and this time I've provided 3 distinct directions for the audition. So this will be our take 1, and this is going to be warm and friendly.
Health scares can be just that, scary. The medical team at Southwest Hospital ER knows that, and that's why your care is their priority as soon as you walk in the door.
Excellent. Now our take 2, the direction on this one will be serious but compassionate. So we'll turn up the emotion on this one.
Health scares can be just that, scary. The medical team at Southwest Hospital ER knows that, and that's why your care is their priority as soon as you walk in the door.
Very good. And our take 3 is going to be matter of fact, not too much emotion, but not cold.
Health scares can be just that, scary. The medical team at Southwest Hospital ER knows that, And that's why your care is their priority as soon as you walk in the door.
Great job, Kathleen, thanks. So there are 3 takes that all work for the spot and make a nice audition. It's actually more common to not be given specific directions for multiple audition takes, so usually you'll be making up your own directions, and you'll need to rely on your experience and knowledge of current media to make those decisions. Again, you'll want to give the client something that works for the project but is recognizably different from your other takes. And by the way, the same goes for character auditions. You'll almost always be submitting distinctly different characters. However, if you're reading live for a casting director, they may ask you to make slight changes to one of your characters to try and focus in on what they think will be appealing to the client. So, flexibility in any situation is an important strength. Okay, that's it for now. I hope this was helpful. Kathleen, thanks again for helping out.
Oh, thank you. I do love the sound of my own voice.
I can relate to that. By the way, Kathleen is a talented singer-songwriter, and you can check her out. Just look up Kathleen Kelso on Spotify. All right. Links are in the description, along with our email if you have any questions, or you can leave a comment on YouTube. Subscribe for more lessons if you haven't already, and thanks for listening.